Can you explain a little bit about what you mean when you hear God's voice, or when you receive like a revelation from God?
Yeah, I think I can do that. Um, I believe that there are countless ways that God speaks to us. I believe that as we grow in our relationship with Him, that it becomes easier to recognize when He is speaking to us. I know that from the most obvious, God could speak to us in an audible voice. I've never heard God speak to me in an audible voice, but I know a lot of people that have had God speak to them in an audible voice. For me, usually it's an impression in my spirit that I feel. I feel I'll have a thought that is a little bit different than what my normal thinking might be. And so I'll like kind of like look at that thought and I'll say, I wonder if that's God. And then I'll ask Him, to confirm it. You know, most things that I do, I don't just go by one thing, but I look to God for confirmation. He speaks to us in the Word, when we're reading the Bible. There will be things that will cause our spirit to prick up, to come awake. And, we can recognize that, hey, God's like speaking to me through that. God will speak to us through other people. Somebody might have a prophetic word from the Lord for us, a word of knowledge from the Lord for us. And when we hear those things, or when we receive those things, same thing. We need to pray about it and ask God for confirmation on it. I don't just take everything that comes to me and say, oh, this is God, oh, this is God, oh, this is God. The whole scenario of running for governor, I've been praying about it for ever since the last presidential election vote in November of, what would it be? We're in '08 of '04. That's how long I've been praying about this and seeking the voice of the Lord on this. So it wasn't like it came down to March 20th, 2008, and I decided that I was going to run for governor. I've been praying about it for, well, as I said, since November of 2004. And I believe God has shown me over and over again that this is what He wanted me to do. I mean to the point where it wasn't something that I would have ever thought or seen myself doing. And so I was like, okay, God, if this is you, you got to like make it really clear to me that I'm not just like going off the deep end here. And he did. I mean, He showed me. I mean, people shared things with me, spoke things to me that there was no way that they could have ever known unless God had spoken it to them. So I do. I believe, and it